Well, hello everybody and welcome to my Take a Look at series. I'm IVATOPIA, episode 175. And today we're taking a look at the game known as SpellForce Conquest of Eo. And this is again from the SpellForce series. If you know my Take a Look series, the first, I think 9 or 12 episodes, maybe 3 or 4 of them were actually about SpellForce 3. It's one of them games I really like to play on the side when I get a chance. I just haven't been able to play on the side very often of late, but I'll play like SpellForce 1 and 2 etc. on the side and stuff when I get a chance. And I've been playing them for years, basically. First saw them walk into game, from UK game store. Saw the first SpellForce on the shelf. Not exactly sure what day it was. Even though most weeks I was at college, I would go into town on a certain day or two and then check the stuff out. Didn't see it the week before, so it must have come out that week. Looked really good from the box. Picked it up. Amazing game. And then I ended up getting a copy free with one of my graphics cards, so I managed to play with my dad. I think the original CDs, I think I bought a pack in the end that had them in DVD form, and then I think I bought a pack that had like the last expansion on it because that wasn't out on the disc and stuff at the time and stuff like that, at least what I had. And this is one of the few games or series that I've technically owned 2 or 3 times. Oh, I also bought the complete edition and gave to SupernovaTiffy at one point. Complete edition gave to one of her cousins, and I bought the complete edition gave to like brother-in-law. So yeah, it's one of them games that, and series specifically, that I really like and have for years. And that's where I stand with it. SpellForce 1 complete, 2 expansions complete, SpellForce 2 complete. The first expansion I'm technically still on, so I own the next 2 expansions, haven't done them yet. Of course, as you know from the channel, SpellForce 3 complete before the Reforce edition. Had a little look at the 2 expansions, I've not finished them yet. And now we have a spin-off, and speaking of a spin-off, this is a 4X game. And you think, well, that's different, turn-based 4X, never done that before. That's technically wrong. They have. I actually have on an Android phone, they did a 4X game a few years back. I can't remember the exact year of it, so I'm thinking a few years back. I actually have, because it was SpellForce, so it's pretty neat. So this is the first one on the PC though, or mainstream I guess, but again it's a side game. It's not SpellForce 4, that hasn't been announced yet, but hopefully we'll get SpellForce 4 announced at some point. Anyway, so SpellForce Conquest of Eo. I believe it does say here the shit. Oh, there's stuff at the bottom popping up. The war of 6 races pitted humans, dwarves, and elves against orcs, trolls, and dark elves, and was ultimately decided by the invention of from the Guardians. I was going to say, I believe this is set something like where the timeline is. SpellForce 3 is first, and then obviously you jump across to SpellForce 1, and then SpellForce 2, and then really at the end of the expansion that ends. I believe this is in between SpellForce 3, was like a prequel, and SpellForce 1. I think the Mage Circle are at the height of the strength here. Whenever you play SpellForce 1 for the first time, you just start with a cutscene. I think it's like the Circle Wars and that, with like 2 of the mages falling down. One mage, without getting too much spoilers, who you end up joining and helping you out and actually create your, well, I guess, I was going to say create your character. I guess he does in a way. He kind of rescues you as a rune warrior, doesn't he? So he kind of does, and you have one of the others as the main villain. And the others make a little cameo as ghosts at some point. But basically the circle's dead at this point, theoretically. That's what it comes down to. And in SpellForce 3, again, don't want to get too much spoilers, but half of the companions, well, let's say half. All the companions, I believe, actually become circle mages, but I was saying half, as in half of the Circle Mage is missing from your companions list. Again, I've not fully played the expansions yet for free to see if they added more companions from Circle Mage into them or not. So, and this is, I believe the way this is going to work is going to be EO map. You're going to, I think it's 4 Circle Mages randomly added to it, and you're doing your own thing. You're a mage, you're trying to take a tower from your master who's dead or something, I believe. You're trying to get powerful and learn stuff. And depending what you do, depending what mage is in there, they have different personalities. They may end up allying with you, they may tolerate you, they may come down full force and destroy you, type thing. So, okay, Tame and Alan step after the war of 6 races, normally united. Iron Lord, the remaining core and people. Okay, let's continue. The artworks were really cool, and I believe this game is obviously owned by Gravity, published by THQ Nordic. The game is made by a team who's made a similar type of 4X game, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I just very quickly looked at Steam, and this particular dev is best known for Fantasy General. And I got a feeling this is going to be very Fantasy General. I've not played them, I've looked at them in the past though. They're definitely turn-based 4X games, and they've also got a game, Forgotten Fables, Wolf of Westwind. If you're interested in it, whatever that is. Looks like there's an art book for that as well, and Wolves of the West Wind, the Vampire of... I just took a picture of it on the side, and it's got like ... some kind of DLC for it. Okay, so that's what they're known for. Okay, so like quickly look at the stuff. Well, obviously here's the credits. Oh, that nice thing is you can zoom in. And you can see people have made the game. Okay, tutorials, won't go on that yet. Settings, English, speed of permanent off, dead zones. This is the game settings. You can see the stuff you have access to from on scale. Let's see how this goes. Oh, here we go. Put the font up. Woo! Yeah, I'll put the font up a bit. Tooltip scale. Oh, okay, that gives you a better idea of the size. That's not bad. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do 100 for each. Show grid, do the show, all that stuff. Audio. Master's not bad right now, I would say. I normally like to turn music up. I kind of want the music on. I think I kept it on for SpellForce, so hopefully they haven't done any copyright thing. If they have, I'll have to find a way to turn it off. Well, normally I do turn that stuff off just in case, but SpellForce. Okay, and I don't normally like voices higher, because sometimes music overshadows them. Put that to 100. Put the master down a little bit. Put the effects down a little bit. Ambient. Now I'll keep the ambience where it is, and put the music down a bit. So make sure the voices. Hopefully this, because again, when it says voices, it could be the units making voices, probably what it is, or they might be fully voiced over for the story. I don't know. So put the interface down a bit. I can go down to the music level. There we go. Apply. And did we click graphics before? Well, I can't remember if we did or not. Boom. That's the stuff you've got. Okay. Load, as you can see. Don't have anything. I've not played before. It's the first time getting it and buying it and turning it on. So, how's this work? Because I really just want to do a campaign, but let me have a look. Maybe give me a list of tutorials. Oh, God. Is it just reading tutorials? This screen shows you flow of all fire based on your access to it. You can distribute your power between mana, search. Are these just what's going to pop up as we play the game for normal? Oh, some other stuff. I think there is. I think this literally is so you can really look at them. That's neat. Okay. Okay, so start game. Or campaign even. Okay, so we have Alchemist, we have Necromancy, and... Okay, sorry about that, I had to cut away then, just got completely interrupted. Very quickly, as you know, I'm recording this on the day it came out. What's the 3rd of February, 2023, it just came out today, and my mum is coming in from Britain, we need to pick up roughly 9 o'clock. Well, our car had to go in the garage quickly, and they said 3 days, it'd be done by Friday morning. Well, we phoned them all day, had to come through. They just phoned not long ago. Actually, 4 minutes into this, I cut away quick while I was taking a picture, checking the games they had, and I heard SupernovaTiffy on the phone call. Well, the car's ready, so she grabbed the stuff and left, and thought, okay, well, she's gone. I'll carry on with this, get this done, type thing. And then I was like, Necromancer, how do you? And then she just burst in, and was like, what? Like made me jump. Like, what's going on? I can't find my wallet. Where's my wallet? I don't know. In Jagged last time I took the car. Where's my wallet? And then she goes, check my coat. Oh, not my coat. Check my trouser pockets. Oh, well, go in there to find a trousers. Then think, oh, it's in my coat. I've got it. Bye. And gone. So it, because the place shuts at 6 o'clock apparently. And it's 5:35. Like they didn't tell us to like 24, 23. And on top of that, not only did they phone, they were like, oh wait, the car has been moved over, and then the phone call cuts. So we had to wait like 2 minutes for the phone back. It's like, oh, you're gonna be kidding me. Just, you know, to make it take longer. Anyway, back to the actual game. Alchemist, Necromancy, and Artificer. Okay, so what are they? I'm assuming it's going to be like chemical stuff. Be an alchemist, a master of bottled elements, yep. Brew potions, concoctions to support your soldiers in combat, summon magical creatures, and control nature itself. Okay. Playstyle, you prefer lots of options in combat to overcome the odds with clever use of your resources. Okay, that fits me. I like that so far. Crafted alchemy, nature, enchantment, necromancy. Obviously, it's going to be like raising undead armies and stuff, so probably be cheap armies, not very good armies, but loads of them, I'm suspecting. I'll be a necromancer, an artist of life in death. Harvest souls from the bodies of the fallen to create your horde and flood the lands with your servants. You prefer big armies, but will happily sacrifice individual units. Okay, so out of these two right now, I like what says the playstyle is better for this one, but I like the necromancies overall because it's cooler. So, anyway, the one I can't say. Being an artificer, a creator of magical items. Oh, he's basically going to be like the Ironforge guy. If you play SpellForce 3, he joins the circle, isn't he? Then he's going to make like special weapons and items, and probably build up your army with like great equipment. Like his guys probably have no equipment, but say you have 100 of them in the field, he'll probably have like 4, but they've got this amazing equipment. His guys is probably going to be a bit more, probably in robes, or maybe light armour, but they have more options to them. Well, these basically the tanks, won't they? Let me see if I'm right. Craft glyphs and artifacts to provide your troops with multitude of different upgrades and west secrets from the earth itself. Could be what I said. You prefer quality over quantity, like to buff up individual units. Okay, so yeah. Basically, not many units, but really strong. Don't really want to lose them, probably expensive. You know, cheapest chips, could lose as a bunch, don't really give it a flying hoot, so to speak. In the middle, a bit more delicate, a lot more delicate than him, not as many as him, but he has more options to probably hit him from the sides, the backs, upwards, you know. So out of them, coolest, I like his playstyles probably more than me. So Necromancy, Death, Artifician, Earthmancer, Guardian, Alchemy, Nature, and the Nature thing always leads into me for Druid type characters, and I like Druids. But we have custom made, so we might actually go with this. Be whatever you want. Create an archetype of your conception and shape your own legacy. And again, this doesn't have any multiplayer. Well, hopefully it sells when they add it, because I love this to be have co-op, because every SpellForce has some kind of multiplayer co-op in some shape or form. But hopefully they will add this at a later date. I have no clue if they will, but fingers crossed it sells well when they do. And on top of that, I'm really hoping they add a lot more DLCs to it, especially with this stuff. You know, another archetype, and then put their stuff inside here. Let's see what we have for this. Choose your crafting. Okay, so that's literally the 3 archetypes. Oh, so what was that read as? Well, I don't know why I'm back. It's literally the archetype alchemy. Okay. But I'm thinking, could I go necromancy for crafting? Could I do like a mixture of them all? How much is this changing them? Basically, it's between these two for me right now. But let's see how much it changes. Choose your primary score. Okay, this is the thing where it's harder to see. Let me go back quickly. I want to make it easier for me to quickly take a picture of the thingy. So, boom. Picture, boom. Picture, boom. Okay, now we got them. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, so Death is being used already. I'm seeing if there's any new ones here. Earthmaster, yes. Guardian, yes. And Enchantment, yes. And Nature, yeah. Oh, so this one. That's unique. If you want to customise, that's the only unique one. Technically, these all are part of the default stuff, depending who you pick. That's interesting. So what did they say specifically? The best way is to weaken your enemies and charge them with undead forces. Oh, and very quickly, on these pictures. There's 2 schools, so I get to pick 2. Okay, nice. And the one thing I like with the SpellForce series too, like a lot of games, you know, you have a sequel, I just create the same person, like, this is Ivan Reaver, or this is IVATOPia. And he goes, with SpellForce, I've always created different heroes. Like, my original hero was Ivan. And then I've got Chronic as, like, the free roam character. And then I got Gabriel, the Iceman, with more the Ice expansion. This is what I did. That sort of thing. And then the 3rd expansion allowed you to basically do it with one or the other. And I ended up doing that campaign twice to see the differences. And then I think I'm currently in SpellForce 2D expansion using, if I'm not mistaken, Gwen. So it was my first female one. And I can't remember what I went with SpellForce 3, but I tried to have a different hero. So it's like, I don't know why, I just was just like having a different hero each one. So we probably won't have IVATOPia here or Ivan or anything like that. If it lets me name them, that is. We'll see. Okay, like we were saying, one of the best ways to weaken your enemies and charge them with undead forces, unmatched by living troops. Your curses will be the last thing they hear before submitting to your death. Creating and maintain undead units or corrupted, enslaved the living. So that sounds cool. So that's what we're going with so far, but see if the others beat it. Under your skillful hands, the earth reveals its innermost secrets. Oh, that's something. So technically, I can stew. I'd go for this and still do that, couldn't I? From the school, right? Let me have a look. Yeah, I can still pick that. So this is for crafting. Master of bolted elements, brew potions and concoctions to support your troops in combat. Be a necromancer in arts of life and death. Harvest souls from the bodies of the fallen to create your army. I kind of feel the... Because then he went death. March, create and maintain undead units or corrupted and slave. Okay. I kind of feel if I go with death, I kind of have to have this. Skillful hands, the earth reveals its innermost secrets. Strengthen your troops and exploit the riches Eo holds. Improve your crafting and shape the earth to enhance your troops to share more resources with you. That's nice. So again, if I get two, it's these two instantly. See if these will knock it off. The world is your playground, and you bend the rules over ever so slightly in your favour. Adding fantasy creatures to ooh, fantasy creatures. Summons and improve fantasy monsters. Enable your troops to reach remote places of ease. Oh my god. Okay, I think that's going to be one of them. Which would I remove? Okay, I think we should continue. First, I think that's number one. That's number one I want right now. I have to pick out these, but let's see, these might kick their butts. Lives of your followers are your first priority, so you will do everything in your power to keep them alive and healthy. Protect and strengthen your troops, brighten lights to the world, defend against the dark arts. Kind of goes against if I'm going with that. So I think that. With only a touch of magic, you have your enemies groveling at your feet, ready to kiss the earth you walk upon. Play with the minds of your own or the enemy's troops, manipulate the local population into loving you. Well, that'd be quite good for death. You're like an evil sorcerer or mage, and they love me. The wildlife around you will rise to help you overcome any challenge in your path, even the plants about it. That's basically summons like you, aren't you? And I'm more into nature. But again, I try to make these different heroes every time I play them, so I don't necessarily have to go down my normal route. As you know, SpellForce 3, Druid. Flora and fauna to your will, blossom your ranks and improve your troops, search the random places to unleash nature. Oh, okay. I'm thinking, because we don't have it, get them groveling to my feet. So I think we're going to go with that, and I think we're going to go with this. My only concern is, does that make that useless? Surely it can't be useless. Obviously the guy who's got death's going to be stronger at it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with enchanting first, and we're going to go with nature. Hopefully it doesn't do something stupid like, you can't create these because you can't get souls, you never pick this. Hopefully it won't do that. There has to work units, it's going to be a weaker version. Choose your starting location. We've got Goldfields, Alula, Dragacart, Gillyshine, and Missy Coast. Again, probably butchering these names, I apologise. This peaceful valley is the bread basket of the Highmark. Bugs have recently infested the fields and gardens. Ideally, I prefer snowy areas, but the character may not like that. Especially being the nature part. Pleasant. Okay, Emmy's Goblin Bandits Insects. Culture of plants, sparse and all. Accessible. Central region. Okay, medium. Tough. Brutal. Okay, so easy to hard, basically. Religious, fanatics, and beasts. Don't really want to deal with that. Defense. The beast. That would actually think I can put the beast to my side. So that would work. There's Florida, Central Wellness. Dwarfs, mountain beasts, and monsters. Ooh. Did I could create fantasy monsters and beasts? I think we may go with that. It's tough. Again, this is take a look. I think it's actually slaughtered. This doesn't matter, does it? I think we may go with that one. Tough, Orcs, Undead, and Hives. Oh, yeah, that'll probably be good for the Necromancy one. Culture Flower. And I'm assuming this is just different parts of the map. I'm assuming the maps are huge and like this will be over here, this will be here, this will be here, etc. etc. Remove war-torn region, accessibility. Remote, sorry, not remove. Brutal, Orcs and Swamp Monsters, Corrupted Plants and Orcs. Or not coastal. Covered in thick mist. Small Orcish settlement has been established, recently holding on for survival. This East Mouse region of the Highmark is struggling with Orcish raiders, draining its resources. Lately, the undead have been pushing in from the north as well. Forests and lakes filled with a region once populated by elves, dangerous beasts roam the forest, rich in wildlife, and the fanatics of the new priority stand their ground. Oh, the new priority. Remember, we had a big thing with SpellForce 3 evolving them. Deep in the northern Windwall Mountain, the dwarves here are busy mining precious metals. Recent events have seen uprising of granite dwarf factions. So maybe you pick the dwarfy guys, probably better. Okay, we'll go with that. Again, this could be completely by what I'm doing. Oh, what's this? Choose your difficulty. Oh, so it's got like 2 difficulties in a way. I want to do it on like normal, basically. That's the way I believe games are meant to be played. Obviously, if you really get good at them, you can put it on hard. But what do we have? For players who want to focus on story exploration rather than combat, time to explore, rare attacks on tower, weaker stacks, plenty forgiving. The choice cannot be changed later in the game. Okay. For players who want to, I'm assuming to be one of these two, who want to familiarise themselves with the game, recommended for your first playthrough. That's what I should be doing then. Occasional attacks, weaker stacks, balance, forging. How the developers recommend? Literally said the way I want to play it. So yeah, it's going to be balanced. Regular attacks, balanced stacks, balance. For those who like challenge and tougher combat, and survival only for the fittest. So yeah, literally what I say. I always feel normal is where developers want you and meant it to be played. And right there, he said, "How the developers recommend the game to be played." So that's what we're going with. Then that made more sense for my first go, but hey, this is the way they meant it, so let's do it. Was that Zag and Nora are regarded guardians revered by the dark races. Okay. Well, it's going to be good. Because again, that's used to do it, like I said, with the exception of the one on the phone. What isn't it? Pretty neat. I'm used to obviously the RTS roleplay, but I really do like turn-based games now. In a way, this came at the right time for me, if you think about it. Because when I first tried turn-based games, I've said this in the past like loads, I didn't like them when I was younger. I honestly didn't. I tried, is it the Masters or something, number 3, and it was absolutely horrible. I tried Sun Stars, it was horrible. I ended up getting Elemental, what most people said was horrible, from Stardark, and I really liked that's what got me into them. And then I went back and saw the Stars had expansions out. I bought that, not realising I had the original, didn't like it, but then with expansions it was amazing. And I've just liked them ever since. But obviously around that time period, if I'm not mistaken, SpellForce 1 was already out. So if this has been turn-based, I've only got into the series at that point in time. Now, yeah, bring it on, baby! Obviously I don't want the main series, SpellForce 4 for example, SpellForce 5 to go 4X. The main series should stay at RPG, RTS. But I'm more than happy for a spin-off to do well, and alongside more SpellForce, baby, more SpellForce. So, I'm happy with that. As long as this doesn't come the last SpellForce game ever and they never make a SpellForce 4 or something, then no! But as long as this is a spin-off, maybe get a sequel, get some expansions, get some multiplayer, like I said, the SpellForce 4 comes out at some point, then yeah, I'm fine with this. And again, if this came out back, SpellForce 1 came out, then they fit this out, I probably bought this back then, being 4X. Even though a few years later, I did. Because I'm into them now, but back then I wasn't. And now I do really enjoy them. I'm looking forward to Age of Wonders 4, for example. That's a little weird. I guess load screen. It makes me think it's at the start of the game, turned it back on again. Taming the primary elements of EO. Too fast. Oh, here we go, baby. When a message from your master told you he had discovered a way to channel the Orfire and urged you to come to his tower, you quickly gathered your entourage and set out. The letter contained little more than his note and a small flute, exclusively carved and bearing your master's signal. And it's not exclusively, it's probably been in like, can't think of the word off my head, but, it was like crafted well, elegantly, it's probably something like that. He seemed to fear running afoul of the Circle of Mages, the most powerful covenant of mages users on EO. His tower, now before you, bears signs of a terrible battle having raged. Well, it looks like he got too powerful and they stomped him to the ground. Go to the tower immediately. Ah, it must be to look at previous stuff, okay. Yeah. Welcome to SpellForce Conquest of Eo. Great Mage. You can disable tutorials in the option menu and can also revisit them in the tutorial section. Oh, very quickly, I'm planning, like I already said in this episode, I'm recording this on the 3rd of February. I'm planning to put this up this Saturday. and I've already got 4 or 5 take a look at schedule, so that's the reason why this is episode 175. And you're probably looking at the playlist, like, again, without bringing up on my side, I'm not sure which ones have gone up right now, but it'd be like, wait, your last episode's 168 or 169, what happened to the middles? Basically, I'm putting this next, and then I'm just scheduling them past it, because this just came out, and it's really new. The other things, not as important. But hey, one good thing gives you an idea of how many I've got scheduled out for take a look at for you. And I'm hoping possibly do a part 2. I think right now, though, I'm going to get part 1 done. I was hoping to do 2 parts today, but the time I've done this, it's going to be roughly 7-ish, going past 7, and I've got to get ready, go pick my mum up. She goes away the following Friday, because I won't be recording this week, and when she goes that Friday, I might be able to get part 2 of this done. But if it ends up being SpellForce part 1, and then the following week something else, and then I'll probably do SpellForce the week after that, probably part 2 for example, if I don't get it done in time. So just be prepared for that. I'm saying I'm going to do part 2 because I really want to play this, but if I play this and I absolutely hate it, that may not happen at all, but I guess you'll see when I play it how much I'm enjoying it or not. But at the moment I'm planning, yeah, let's do part 2, maybe 3, maybe a 4 for this. I don't know, I might even squeeze up 5, but we'll see. Welcome to SpellForce, Conquest of Eo, Great Mage. You can disable tutorial in the option menu, and you can also revisit them in the tutorial section on the menu. Boom. Pan the WAS, that's normal, beautiful. Zoom using the mouse wheels, I can't do it yet with this on. Sometimes I wish when they would give you this stuff in 4S, they let you zoom in and out and move around to test the controls right now. And because sometimes it's like, yeah, this is simple, I'm going to remember this, because it's in every bloody game, but sometimes you're like, oh, okay, I want to do this, and oh, we're moving on to 4 things, and now you're doing it. What was the thing I wanted to do again? So, wheel, the camera can also be moved holding down left mouse button and move. Oh, that's like this draggy thing, isn't it? Select any unit, click yes. Do you to select something? Yes, anywhere outside, okay. Okay, yep. Up and down, okay, how far can we zoom? Okay, that's a zoom, it's not bad. I would prefer a little bit closer, because with SpellForce, not counting 3, one thing I loved is the third person mode. It's one thing what 3 should have kept. So I really love that mode, basically. And not about going zooming out. Oh, he's got the paper mode, like Elemental! Again, that's the first game I ever saw that used this, like paper mode, paper map if you zoom out. That's really cool. Oh, it's got a little thing to so if you didn't want to go too far. That's neat. Because normally I think you just go zooming in, zooming out. But it's like, oh, you sure? Okay, I'll think about it, I'm going to stop. No, I want it. Type thing. And I apologise if you hear any clicks behind me. My doggy's got a little bone she's playing with. Week 1, day 2. Oh, that's cool. Can we save a game from here since we start? Why not? I'm gonna get going with this. I have a job. It looks like I don't get to call my ages a name or anything, so that's a little bit disappointing. But then again, it's 4X. I might be able to click his name down there and give him something. Save 1. Nah. Okay, what stuff do we have? Oh, he's going to click everything, tell me stuff, isn't it? So I'll get through this bit first. This stacks can contain several units, but are limited to only 1 apprentice or hero. So a bit like Total War type thing. Use stacks to explore the world, battle enemy stacks, and resolve adventures. Clicking on a unit portrait in the stack panel will below display its abilities. Select and stack and move the cursor over the hex you want to move to. A path is shown displaying which route the stack will take and how far it will move in your turn. Each unit has a limited number of movement points each turn, and some hexes require more points to move through. So yeah, probably like forests, mountains, etc, etc. Right click to move selected stack to target location. Okay, I kind of want to look at the stuff first because it wants me to give me a certain location I need to go to. Okay, so once we go there, it's not pointing me. I guess we can do what I want. So we have cancel save path. Actually, oh neat! Someone literally was complaining about Total War the other day. I'm not sure if it's gone up, but I've probably done it in the past on it. Where you click on something, it's like, I wish it was undo, because sometimes you click on like a fight. Obviously, it's a little different with Total War because you don't really have hexes like this. But you click on a fight, and the person will get say just here and can't touch him, and at that point you're open for them to do what you want to your next turn. When you're like, if I can't reach it, I don't want to go there. I prefer to go the other way, or I prefer to, you know, something else. So I just wish, just missed. Let do an undo and go back. It said the undo is exit button, load the game, wait for the loaded screen. So the fact that has it. So let's see. So theoretically, if I click here, Did he just do it? Oh, I thought... Oh, okay. Okay, I'm confused. I thought it was going to give me a thingy. We're going to reload that because I didn't want to do that. Once you have completed all your actions, press the end turn. Bottom screen and end your turn. I thought it was going to give me the choice to go back. Okay. Oh, let's see how quick the load screen is. See if it's fast or not. Okay, I thought it was going to do what I wanted to do, then, you know, let me go, then undo it if I wished. I thought that was going to happen then. The Shakar is descended from an evil alchemist. Mixed with his blood. Unless I click this to do it. Cancel path. Execute save path. See, that makes it sound like you click it. Well, that is in the options. Be on a game if it is, isn't it? Command speed, drag the dead zone, front scale, so grid, show oncoming, highlight house locations, auto select units, show outlines. Okay, no. I don't understand why that's there then. If I right click, no. Because wouldn't you think you click that execute path, that means you have to put the path down first? Oh, it should tell me the tutorial is supposed to go here, look. I can see it, okay. Anyway, what do we have? Necromancer minions, unit details. This is a unit screen which provides detailed information on the selected units. On the right are the unit's active and passive abilities. On the left is the unit's display, its current level and experience bar. Once a unit has gained enough experience, you can also level it up here. Overall ability to get more information. Okay. Okay, so my actual mage isn't down on the thingy then. They're cool. Minions. Goblins. I wonder if these changed to do with the schools I picked. Obviously that's definitely Necromancer. Them I would think no, but I'm supposed to have beasts and nature. That's cool though. Skills. Fantastic. Mortal. Goblin. Okay. Glyph shot. Oh, that's why you can add the glyph things. That's probably to do with who you pick and your skills, maybe, mightn't it? Maybe. Oh, next unit. That's neat. And again, I apologise if she's getting on the mic. There's something I can really do from because I take it off on my upside and she's not barking. Okay, so you. This is me. Oh, that's something. I feel that they should let you pick this, unless I missed it on the crate screen. I don't think I did. That could be something they can add to the game at a later date. Let you pick a bunch of fingers. Stack power. Oh, okay, that's how strong stack is. Nice. They can move 7 points. That's not bad. Waiting orders. Frozen. Oh, no. See what that was. It's not telling me. Unknown position. End turn. Waiting. Week 1. Day 1. Okay, so we have gold reserves. I'm getting not any more gold. Mana, we get 5 a turn, good. Mastery limits the mana you can spend each turn. Oh, okay, so I can go up to 8 right now. Research, progress you make each turn towards your research. Plus 5 after the all fire. I was going to say afterlife, all fire. All fire. The influx of all fire you receive each turn and convert it into other resources. Okay, so we have faction promotion. I don't know what that is. Factions, again not running into anyone, so it's probably open up later. Active spells, I don't have any. Stacks, 1 stack. Heroes, I don't have any. Again with the settings, so we've already been through that. Overmap. Oh, that's just a quick way of instead of scrolling, isn't it? Oh, here's a question. Does that take you back if you click it again? Yep. So if you want to scroll, or your mouse or scroll button was broke for some reason, you can click this. Toggle location incomes. Oh, okay, so that's that additional thing where you can find the really good stuff. You know, like when you put a base down over, I was going to say over elemental games, over 4X games, they'd be like, or Civ games, stuff like that. They'd be like, oh yeah, there's gold here, there's food here, there's whatever here, this has nothing, oh this is 10 food, this is, you know, etc. Highlight harvestable locations. Okay, so you can see what's harvestable, that's cool. Toggle hex grid. Oh, if you like the grid on. Okay. That's cool. I guess I could turn them on initially so I know. I don't need the hex grid, but I need these. Okay. So how do I research then? Do I click up here? Or do I need my tower first? Probably need a tower to do it. Probably makes sense. So what's this? Loot stash. Loot stashes come in varied forms and can be collected by moving the stack. Okay. Mana. Increase your mana reserves, why not? Exploring the mana stash, you find 15. Nice. Okay, so I guess we should head here. The corpses and debris marking the fight inside the great hall of your master's tower fill you with grief for him. Instinctively your hands go to the flute he sent you with his letter. You trace the fine carvings with your fingers and memories of your time here flood your mind. Suddenly the flute seems to hum and vibrate and a small sound emits from it. This is one thing. Again, I believe this company is not a big company. I could be wrong who's made this. But I would love this to be fully voiced. But out of my head, I can't think of any 4X that has that. Maybe the Masters of is it Orion, the remake they did. I don't know if they did Cyber fully voiced. I know the main people were, because like Mark Hamill voiced one person in it. But I would love a 4X with this fully voiced. But anyway, like, examine the flute. Because again, as you know, sometimes I do butcher words and it's like, I can read that word in my head, but I can't say it out loud and stuff like that. So get rid of that. Plus, it helped my voice because then I can just like sit back and it just pipe in like the sound morphs. Hey, morphed it into a flute melody. What a melody, that sort of thing. It said, the sound morphs into a flute melody, and with it, shadowy images slowly began to appear across the hall. Figures take form, becoming more solid and taking the shape of two groups, facing each other, weapons drawn. You see, like, you see your own master leading one of the groups. This must be the battle for the tower. Oh, he's get to witness it. Revisit the battle combat tutorial. I already know. Oh, okay. I guess first time we're doing it, let's do the tutorial. Boom! So we get to see some cool units now. And then what sort I can possibly get later on. Well, depending if I went necromancy or not. Boom. Combat is at the heart of your path to victory. It is played in alternative turns and ends when one side has been vanquished. The defending army begins. That is pretty cool. So one thing like Age of Wonders, obviously I haven't seen 4 properly yet. I felt number 3, and especially the new version, the Planet Side one, or whatever it's called, the animations were a bit off to me. I don't know why. Hopefully 4's not like that. These feeling quite nice. Now is your time to act. Select individual units and give them orders. Once everyone has acted, end your turn. Each unit has 3 actions available per turn. You may spend all of them to attack, execute abilities, or use up to 2 for movement during your turn. So each unit has actions 3 available per turn. You may spend all of them to attack, so boom boom boom. Execute abilities or use up 2 for movement. So I can move and then get 1 attack, basically, or all attack I guess does more damage, or I can use some magic or something. Okay. Oh, one quick thing too. If the devs of this ever watched my video, probably won't, but if they did, and you decide to do multiplayer, make sure you do it exactly the way the game is. Because, again, I take Elemental for that. I thought I really liked that game, and I loved the turn-based stuff in it, but then when they had the multiplayer, I bought it for my wife, not realising the multiplayer would be different. Basically, this part of the action, you couldn't do in Elemental. You had to basically also resolve everything. I don't like that. And that kind of took away the fun, because again, these 4Xs with battles, turn-based battles, half the fun is literally turn-based battles. You take that away, you lose half the fun, or even 60-70% of the fun. So if you do multiplayer, make sure it's the same. We get the turn battles and everything. Okay, where are we? Okay, can I pick who goes first, or do I have to go certain orders or order thing for them? Or do I get to pick? Phantom Warriors. These Phantom Warriors are internal or ephemeral, whatever that is. Creatures with high physical and elemental resistance. Perfect for this opponent, as demons deal these types of damage against demons. The white damage attacks bypass the opponent's elemental resistance, and armor instead of attacks are migrated by their lower willpower. Okay. So I guess I click at him. Tell me each unit, that's neat. Ice Golem is an elemental being with good in defense. Very good in defense, sorry. And taking the brute of most enemies' attacks, so he's a tank. Instead of attacking, you should guard with it so that it takes even less damage during the opponent's turn. Its Code Snap ability can be used to damage and debuff enemies in the area around it, but it's very effective against demons. You understand? Yep, and what you? Pyromancies, oh, get to burn them alive. Dwarf pyromancies are masters of elemental damage that cast fireballs from afar. They are weak in close combat, but have several useful spells at their disposal. Elemental weakness makes enemies more susceptible to elemental damage, while Flames armor improve the defense of one of your own units. Okay. You gonna tell me about these? Demons. The opponent has demons against you. These ferocious, or vicious even, close combat fighters have high elemental resistance. I don't know why I keep saying it that way. It's resistance and armor. So it's like resistance and armor. So they take less damage from your units' elemental attacks. Try weakening their resistance with your pyromancers or engaging them with the phantom warriors, which deal white damage. Are they all the same? Yes. You were different. Oh no, so tell me about him. Okay, so he's a called. Oh god! He's the thing he used to spawn in SpellForce 3, isn't he? He was my big creature he used to spawn. That's cool. So yeah, it looks like you can go in any order, what's cool. Because like some of them it's like it's up here. Who goes first? Who has initiative? I wonder if it's going to be like if I take his turn, then he gets a turn. Is it alternative or do we just get to go first completely? Okay, so none of you can reach though. Can that like them? Okay, there you can. Actually, that's where they can reach. And again, I apologize with MJ with the bone. She can reach all of them, or they. I don't know if it's a she. If I don't move, he can't. He can't either. Okay, so this one can hit us. So what do we have? And it's only you can hit. So again. If you're going to attack, so defense makes the most sense, like I said, isn't it? Guard, cold snap, melee attack. So like guard, execute. So these can get here. No, here, isn't it? Or am I reading the room wrong, so to speak? Because we can hit here to attack. He can. Oh, he can attack. Oh, they can. Oops, they can. They can attack. Ah. Okay. Changes it a little bit. Do I have any spells I can do other than through these? Mutafish. Okay. FNMO. Okay. Use item. Probably have nothing. Nope. Move. Well, then I can just click to move. Melee attack and guard. Okay, don't have much. Do you? Oh, you do on the other hand. And you had the cold snap. Deals element damage to each enemy within 2 radius. Maybe can I cancel this? No, I've already done it. Okay, it might be making more sense to move him forward and then cold snap him then. We haven't, so we'll go with this. So 1, 2, and I should be able to attack. I can't, so I guess, because he needs to be there. Oh, actually, I'll only use one up, seriously. Oh! Okay. Okay, do a left click. Or do DD2? No, okay, there we go. This unit just retaliated because it was attacked in melee combat. Each retaliation uses an action, so if a unit retaliates 3 times, it cannot further retaliate and won't have any actions. Oh, okay. So he could be attacked 3 times, retaliate 3 times, attack 4th or 5th. He won't retaliate. So in other words, it's good to set them off if you have a really weak unit at the end or something. And I can't actually get to you anyway, so I think I messed up with him. What's your stuff? We have a fireball missile. Grant fire armor. Elemental weakness. Okay. Some units have special abilities they can use in combat. These can be magic spells, devastating area attacks, or means of healing others. Abilities usually require focus to use as well as a number of action focus. So infinite resource within a given battle, so use it wisely. Use units action bar at the bottom to navigate. Okay. So how much? 2 focus. So is that 2 of these blue things then? Is that action? Or is that his focus, the 56? So fireball 23. That uses focus, that one doesn't. That does too. So yeah, let's go with this and have a look. Oh, okay, I need to move forward to get them all. I would say that's going to hit him, that will not. So if I have him move forward. Okay, sorry, but I had to cut away. As we mentioned earlier in the episode, SupernovaTiffy went to pick the car up. She just came back. She's now running MJ out, so at least there's no clunk clunk on it. But I might get interrupted again when they come back in. But let's carry on. Okay, where were we? Oh, I was trying to work out how to do that thing, wasn't I? Can I back up? No. So, what have I done wrong with this? Did I use his ability not realising it? Okay, I don't know what's happened with him. I didn't not guard, did I, when I got interrupted by mistake, did I? Because he's on guard. He's not. I'm confused. What did I do? Okay, I don't understand why I can't take a turn with him. Okay, I'm a little confused why I can't take a turn with him. Did I knock something when I got interrupted and I didn't realise it? Toggle outline, toggle grid. Okay. I guess end turn? What's this do? I can't seem to move these now. I remember I clicked the... But I didn't put it down, so I was going to walk him instead. In your turn, you just ended your turn. Any unit with actions left will end the guard. Will enter the guard stance. Any unit with actions left. Okay, so we got only integral guard. Okay, guard increases a unit's defense, makes it control all the hexes around it instead, or just in front of it. Makes it immune to flanking units. Also replenishes free actions at the end. Okay. So yeah, that didn't go perfect. I got these two that I want. I should have moved him closer before I guarded, and I didn't even get to do anything with him. Some abilities make a confer status effects on a unit. These can be beneficial, such as protection, or harmful, such as bleeding or burning. Status effects usually last for the remainder of the battle, but can be cleaned by some abilities. Okay. That's pretty neat. They had like a little scrap afterwards because of the retaliation thing. The only thing I don't like with the animations is it's in unison. Like, the way they swung is like, boom, together. It would be nice if it was a little out of sync, like, he swung that way, he swung that way, then these two swung. Instead of, they're acting like one unit when they're supposed to be four, aren't they? Flanking attack deals increased damage and stops the opponents from retaliating against the first blow, as they have to turn toward the attacker first. To gain flanking attack, a unit from outside their zone of control indicated by the yellow markers next to the unit. Fitting your guard ability will extend a unit's zone of control. Oh, I just realised. Am I even supposed to be able to win this fight? Because is this supposed to be how they died? Or do I win this and then they just come and wipe me out with the next group or something? Okay, so... Can I use you this time? So if he goes there, get attacked. So if I go here... And now can I... Elemental weakness. Okay, I'm not really good at using this, am I? This is the right button, not the left. Okay, and now he's done. So I must have used his stuff somehow then. I didn't realise it. How do you tell your elemental on the... Ah, okay. All attacks can be flicked to extinguish. Fearless. Okay, I kind of feel we need... Oh, actually, you could kill him and he could kill him. I was going to say we could double team this guy, but... There we go. Oh, wait. Why are you in guard mode now? We stunned? Shielded? Immune to psychology? Okay, why is he in guard mode now? Let's stomp him in the ground. Frostbite. Oh! Why is he in guard mode? Okay, I'm not understanding something with this. Because, I'm not getting full units like he did. Do I only get 3 actions overall? Is that why? So he used 1, he used 2? I can pick anyone I want, but only 3 actions? Is that what I'm getting here? Is that what I'm not misunderstanding? If it is, that's pretty... Again, that's a bit surprising, and I guess it's used to it. I was going to say it's neat, but I need to get used to it. So he killed him, and then he could retaliate. Okay, so... If that's the case... How's your fireball work? Oh, nice. If that's the case, he took 3 goals. That means he can't go. Can anyone else go still? Okay, if I bring you guys in, I think you get attacked here, but they should double team, shouldn't they? Okay. Okay, now he's getting his full goals. I don't understand why the other guy lost it then. Can you get flanking if you're... Oh, I should have moved him. I hit him because I tried to flank him. Oh, that's good. Is everyone gone? Okay. I just don't understand why them two didn't get their full turns before. Because they seem to get the full turns then. Unless you can only do 3 units. I might have many have on there, and I have 3 now. Ah. There we go. So once you, if you have some left, you can tell them attack just keeps attacking and uses them all up. Okay, we won. I thought it was going to show how we lost. So yeah, the tutorial helps, but I'm a little bit confused why 2 of my units I couldn't use for some reason. Like I said, one maybe I accidentally clicked when SupernovaTiffy came in and made me jump. I was like, what? Maybe I clicked on, and I'll see that when I come to edit it. But I guess I'll find out in a bit. This might be cut short a little bit too. I was planning to do maybe roughly 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours, and then do another episode, hour and a half to 2 hours today. But like I said earlier, I'll probably have to do one next Friday. But for that Saturday, and with SupernovaTiffy coming back and the little interruption I've had with the car, he's going to be pushing it past 7 to get to an hour and a half, and this there's no way I'm doing 2 hours. So this is like an hour 20 minutes or 15 minutes. I apologise, it'll probably be the next episode. I'll probably try to do a 3-hour one or a 2-hour or 2.5 or something to make up for it. You are filled with hope and a touch of confusion as your master's forces dispatch the intruders. Then another robed figure enters the picture. With a leisurely wave of the hand, your master's remaining forces helplessly dissolve into ash. Oh. So in other words, we win, and then the big bad guy comes in, you're dead. Silent cries of agony etched into their faces. The ash is scattered to the wind, and the robed figure walks towards the stairs as if nothing happened. Follow them. Can I go back and see this features thing? Oh, you can, that's cool. So if you miss something, like sometimes like you're reading, or you didn't understand something, the robed figure, and I missed that, like, what figure? I don't remember seeing a figure, huh? Oh, robed figure! Oh, okay, got you. So that's good, you can go back. I like that. How far back can I go? Oh, you go all the way back! Cool, so if you get like page 20, it's like, I don't remember this mentioned, then you go back and check it, that's cool. All of a sudden the figure turns on you, raises their hand even, and the flute illustrate image vanishes abruptly. Did the magic end, or did the robed figure cast some kind of obstruction to prevent being spied upon? You find yourself nervously looking around for any sign that the robed figure is still here, but the tower lies empty now. And there's a tower. Impressions of the fighting still play on your mind as you slowly walk up the dented stairway. The tower, damaged and deserted, still retains your master's presence, somehow willing you onward. Whatever happens here will not be forgotten. You are sure there is more to discover. Your master was always adept at hiding his secrets, but you are determined to uncover them. Set up the tower. You take stock. The entry hall's golden chandelier has been stolen and its soft carpets are gone. Your master's tower was not just attacked but also robbed, it appears. Horrible. On close inspection, there are several tracks out of the tower. Traces of torn fabrics and dropped cutlery led to a goblin camp not far from here. Oh, go to the goblin camp and find the thieves. Do I get to use my thingy now? Anything unlocked because I have this? Ooh. That must be what I own, my area. Tower. This is your tower. It is your home and study where trained troops will appear and your magical zone of influence called your domain emits from. So assume I can do spells on that. Should your tower ever be taken by enemies, your career as a mage is over. Oh god. A mage domain. I wonder if I can put like little mini towers or fences around it. Go for my garden! A mage domain indicated by the coloured borders. No, you. Collect resources and effects from buildings as well as influencing the combat abilities of friendly and enemy stacks within it. Okay, so this does help them. So indicated by the coloured borders of major domain, effects from buildings, as well as influence and that. So I think that was a resource. So if I move my tower over or move this, or expanded it, should I say, then that should add stuff to me, I guess. Friendly enemy starts within. Most buildings deplete after a while when inside a domain, and major's domain grows. Okay, that's good. So that's safe. If I get hold of that, it's not unlimited. Means it pushes me to move on. It pushes me to leave that area. Okay. Got 2 things up here. Okay. This is the overview of your tower. Towers, floors and rooms. You can invest resources to build a variety of rooms in empty spaces or demolish existing rooms. As you progress, new room blueprints and floors will become available. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So I get 12 rooms. And apparently there might be a lot more. Like, I assume it'd be something like, oh, I have this thing that gives me +1 mana and +1 gold. But then up here I can get one, new blueprint that gives me +6 mana, 6 gold, and I don't have room. I'll delete that because it gives me 5 extra anyway. Or do I keep it, etc. Okay, click to build a room. This is the list of room blueprints you can currently build in your tower. Rooms require several turns to be built and increase the building cost of each subsequent room of the same type. Certain rooms can only be built once. Okay, that needs mana, that's gold, so I can do this. Necromancy Crypt. Built from the stones of this secreted graveyard, this room allows you to craft all manner of undead. Okay, so that's a must then from the necromancy stuff, isn't it? Cost me 10 gold, what, 40, 1 turn. Boom. What are these things? I can't do them yet. Study well-equipped library is at the core, search research. Okay, so that's probably how I can research. I need that. So next turn I can build that. Technically, I need to find gold to build that now, or else I could have waited. Tools, devices, containers, and factories, magical crafting, and okay, neat. Okay, inventory. This is your tower's vault. Here you can see all the materials and items available to you. You can sell unwanted items for gold and unwanted souls for mana. Ooh. You can either drag and drop an item with your mouse, left button, onto the market area on the left, or right an item to sell immediately. So, boom, boom, boom. To have a few souls. I assume for now I should keep these because it's my default stuff. Probably going to need them for like units or something. Okay. Okay, can I do anything with this yet? No. So if I click here, units have regenerate daily, plus 100% health. Any options to do anything with it, or is it just this? I guess once that's built, I probably get a new tab to build, or click here to be a tab to build more units or something. So I guess we head to the goblins. As you approach the camp, you find a few goblins in a desperate struggle against a group of humans. By the time you arrive, many of the goblins have already been struck down, and the humans have started looting the makeshift resting place. Tap to loot us. Hail them. At least to combat. Yeah, let's attack them. They stole my stuff. I need to get back fighting pretty quick, don't I? So, like, not the rest around talking to them, like, go in there, steal the stuff. Well, steal it back. Well, technically I'm stealing it, aren't I? If it was my master's stuff, they stole it, I'm stealing it from them. But at the same time, my master's dead, then he could have come afterwards. Maybe I should have helped them. Ah, what's done's done. We're fighting. Combat preview. This combat preview is shown prior to a fight. You can see the enemy stack strength compared to your own and predict outcome of using or resolve. At the bottom of the screen, you can choose to fight or resolve or abort. When being attacked, you can also choose to retreat, which will cause your unit some damage before running away. The enemies may still come after them and attack again. This battle takes place in the Major's domain. Domains affect battles or battling units in various ways. Hover over the icon to see the details. Here. Oh, willpower and armor plus damage. Ooh, nice. Oh, I thought these were goblins. These don't look like goblins. Okay, heroic victory, decisive victory, close. Okay, what do you think it's going to do? That'll resolve, retreat. Let's start the battle. Hopefully you can upgrade and rank up, so maybe you can add things like weapons and stuff to them. I'm assuming again, like if you're being undead, probably not, but if you're being the other races, again, I don't know for sure. I'm assuming you can. Discover the fire on the southern continent of Eo in the citadel of the Shapers. Changed all the members forever. Oh, hello. Map's a bit neat. This is technically the first one I've seen other than the tutorial, isn't it? Oh god, I just realised I got my units now, haven't I? I was like, I got this big knockoff monster, these thingies, that was from my masters. I got little things. Okay, so you can attack. Ooh, you have death bolts, cannot be used when engaged. So he has to do it from distance. So if we engage him, so no, it was easy to defend him. How far can you go? Oh, arsonists. Cutthroats, okay. So yeah, it looks like that's a cut-off point. So could I... Oh, I can't reach, can I? I said, could I block him in and fire over the heads with him? Where can you get to? Okay, you... Oh god, you can actually reach us. Probably because you can throw. Can you throw then? Oh, okay, so you can throw further but not quite. So what? 1, 2, 3. So you need to move 3. And then if I... Am I not doing it right? One to 3 actions, okay. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Cannot be used when engaged. I'm not engaged. Damage to enemy. Or is it just it's a default attack? No, it can't be. Because it does that. Oh, seriously? I'm not close enough. Fudge, I thought I was. That's what I was doing wrong. Soul Cage. Oh, nice. Oh, I wonder if when they die, I get souls from them now. Do you know, for the undead stuff, maybe? Resistance death. Click Soul Cage.
We going?
Yeah. You guys are gonna defend and guard if I can.
We going?
Okay. Go. Keep them away from him so he can see fire. The next turn, we've got them all fighting. How far can I zoom out? Oh, not bad for zooming out. Again, I would prefer to zoom in a little bit closer. Nice. Okay. So let's start with you. Oh, maybe I should have done him. Because I already showcased that one. You have anything left? You don't, do you? Did it all leave that? Or is that there for, like, to raise them from the dead for later on when I have that ability? Oh, nice. Come on, goblins. Is that all gone? Yep. Oh, God. Let's get to use this and finish him off. There we go. Our little cages come around, that's neat. And the use for green is not just for the alchemists. Harvesting plants. Okay, so you can harvest stuff. I feel this game's really going to open up with a lot to do in it. Again, next week or the week after, depending, like I already said in the episode, where... Because obviously with Mum being here, I'm having a full week off. If I can get it done in time, hopefully we get to see a lot more of the stuff, especially when this tutorial stuff's gone. To battle, your surviving units gain loot and experience based on the enemies they have defeated. Can I do anything with that loot and stuff? Oh, health. Oh, I can. Daily regeneration. Oh, so I can heal them, or I can put more health up. So I guess they're really low about to go another fight. I think they're okay. First to the post. Can I scroll through them? He didn't get any. Oh, he can do damage. Did you go higher up or something? Oh, you different ones. Level 2. You didn't to begin with, Goblin Brawlers. No, how come he didn't get a choice? Unless it's random. As in, why didn't he get a choice? He could do full heal, could he? Or health. Maybe it's random. So he could actually full heal this time, but he could health for melee. Melee's going to be stronger. They didn't level. Even though they probably killed the most. Any level. Okay, continue. The now quiet camp is littered with goblin corpses. They weren't goblins, unless you couldn't mind getting attacked. They were carrying and using some of your master's tools, as well as a small amount of coin. Where are the rest of his possessions? And also, the other thing is, you can see with this, it's got like little stories in it. What I'm hoping is it going to be like immense, especially like the Legendary Hero one, where you had all the different stories popping up, and it really made the playthroughs cool and worth it. So hopefully, we're going to have a lot of these. I'm assuming this default Goblin one is this, the first bit's going to be set every time, because you get to your mage tower, you then beat the goblins who stole stuff, and then they'll hopefully stop being random and stuff, and then you play through. Okay, the now quiet camp is littered with goblins. Where are the rest of his possessions? Lesser Glit, Berserker Shroom, Lesser, Gold, okay. Oh, would that push me to 50? I hope it does. Oh, that's already gone up, it's gone to 40. Because I need 45, didn't I, to build something. I've got a feeling it was on 30, wasn't I? As you turn to leave, a few goblins emerge from hiding behind one of the dirty tents. One of them, wearing a hood made of a torn silk cloth, waves excitedly at you. You! I remember you! One of the master's pupils! Yes, yes! We serve master, not like these. Was that Chakrakak here? He spits at the dead goblins emphatically. Bowing, he adds, we serve you now. Yes, yes! You give us shiny. We fight for you. Show you where more master things is. Oh, show me then. The goblins point to 2 stacks of chests and sacks, not far from where you stand. Collect those! Oh, so I have to go over there next. Hiring from domain. Liberating certain locations within your domain allows you to hide specific units from your tower. Liberating certain locations within your domain allows you to... Oh, hire! I thought hire didn't make sense. It's hire. This goblin den enables you to hire goblin brawlers, goblin archers and goblin shamans now. Your hiring screen from the tab in the top left of your screen, the new hire unit. Okay, that's neat, but that could also be giving them up, couldn't it? Because if it's like this, like I use this resources up and then I can move on. If I leave, that means I won't be able to move on, because I believe you can move the tower around. I haven't seen it yet, but I believe you can. Okay, hiring. Hire units from the screen. The higher a unit tier, the stronger the unit is, the longer the process will take, and the higher the upkeep cost will be afterwards. The only God, I can't really hire anything yet, because I'm not, and I need to start going up, don't I? Expand the list of available units by capturing locations on the strategic map or building tower rooms. Oh, so you might be able to build a room and have it permanent anyway at some point. Get a blueprint. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, Shami. Oh, Shami. Oh, jeez. Oh, we can let a little preview. So this is what I have. 2 of these. So that'll be good. So technically I do have an arch unit-ish, but he's not a true archer, is he? Right now. Expandable. Negative effect. Oh, okay. So some of these die. I bet like the dwarf one was the alchemist or the architect, whatever he was. I bet his will, all his units will one die and it'll affect everybody. Okay, that's cool. What about yours? Probably not. Nope. You might be affect them though. Yeah, you do. He's cool. What does he do? Electric ball, melee attack, guard, healing. Oh, healing. Yeah, I need you. Okay, 2. So, okay, how does this work? Is he cost me 2? Or is he only, or does that upkeep 2 every turn? And what's he cost to get? 3 turns, 3 turns. Okay, because my first ones, I don't see an upkeep. So is that just a 5 turns, 2 gold only, or is that a constant upkeep? Or is it like higher tiers will have an upkeep and these don't? The amount of gold you must be paid. Oh, each round. Okay, each round. Ah, okay. Okay. So in other words, he's free. 5 turns, but then it costs me after 5 turns when he's actually on the board 2 gold every turn. I can't really afford. But it's 5 turns before he gets here, right? So theoretically, we should have something that's going to be positive gold at that point, right? I'll go with it. You can only do so much at once. Your crafting and hiring slots are limited. They are displayed below your resources bar at the top of the screen. Resource bar top of screen. Where's that? I'll look in a minute, I guess. You can increase their number by having certain locations within the domain, or by adding rooms to tap. Oh, it's probably this. Click or on the slots. Just cancel them. Free. Oh, it's this, isn't it? So I can't have him right now. Okay. Do I have to cancel them? Can I just leave them there until the queue comes back? That's fine. So basically these taking all the slots up. So, did they tell you how many slots they take up? Because I don't have him to make. I have 8 being used, so these are taking 8 up somehow. Sorry about that, to cut away, dog went off. Okay, so I guess you could work it out with the thingy, you know, with the hiring screen by, because I got the brawlers here. Does it tell you where it upkeep or not? Okay, maybe not. How do you know how many slots? Unless it's to do with the turns. That's a slot, so that's 6, and the other guy's 2 or something. Okay, I don't know how you work out how many slots they take up. I know that's my mastering the limits and manner you can spend each turn, I believe. Unless I'm mistaken with that. I don't see where it tells me what the, like, you know, highlight him. Oh, he takes 2 up, he takes thingy, because even get this 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 1 under that. I can feel that needs to be clearer. If the devs do look at my video, they probably won't. This location provided you with resources when inside the domain, or affect a stack when the stack enters its hex. Some locations have boons. You can collect that recharge on a weekly basis. Okay, it's neat. Let's give me. Oh, units regenerate health daily. That's cool. Okay. So let's go and get this stuff. What's it? 15. Beautiful. Oh, I can build that other building. So it's through this. It's the workshop, isn't it? Oh, voila! Plus 3 gold a day. So it's going to cost me a mighty chunk, 45, but I'll start getting it back. And next thing, I can make a study for research. I kind of want that on this side. I want the research, I don't know why. 5 turns though before I get any money back. What was our inventory now? We've got more stuff, beautiful. Oh, so you can cut it down, that's cool. Consumable. Fires healing spores. Oh, skill in battle, cool. Okay. So, do you have any turns left? I feel like I need that. Don't know how to move that though. Oh god, hello! Oh god, hello! Hostile guards. This is an enemy stack. Having taken a location of value, they will guard the surrounding area and fight anyone who dares come close. Fudge! That ain't good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 440. So if you stay here, units here generate daily 50% health. Oh, we can't go back. Okay, I got in turn. Okay. Undiscovered. Necromancy's crypt constructed. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I like the books going around. You wanted the old familiar rooms of the tower, lost in memories of your time here as an apprentice. The place was clearly searched through before the goblins ransacked it. Your master's crafting room has been depleted, most of the other chambers ravaged. Whoever did this left no stone unturned. Gutted library. Buried beneath a toppled bookcase in your master's gutted library, you find his old grimoire. Reverently, you open the heavy tomb. Many of its beautiful illustrated pages have been torn out, but you still see bits and pieces of your master's illegible script. He was always secretive about his arcane research, often writing in code. Try to decipher the grimoire. You look for the first spells he taught you, carefully flipping the large pages to one of your bookmarks attached to the spine. You can indeed make out some of the basics. Others you can almost decipher. This needs further study. You gaze around the room, imagining a treasure trove of arcane knowledge, hidden among the scattered scrolls and torn books, a lifetime of magical study at your disposal. Oh, plus 10 research, nice. I will not leave until I have recovered my master's knowledge. Grimoire. Oh, here we go. Now this is the research stuff, I believe. Your master's grimoire, or more, is a source of constant discovery and mystical knowledge. There are many pages in it. Each belong to a certain school of magic. You can select unknown spells or secrets to research and cast spells directly from its pages. Once you have mastered them, explore the world and grow your knowledge and uncover new pages. Oh. Use the bookmark at the bottom to navigate between the pages quickly. Necromancy. Oh, okay. Apprentice spells, summon, enchanted wisps. Ooh. Corrode. So this is where, like, if you're deaf, if you went for like school, you probably would have all that. Freeze water. Oh, rune blueprints. Ah, okay. So I guess this is the limit to what there is. There's 10 blueprints overall. And what did we say? We could have 9, was it? What did we count earlier? Or is this list going to grow? Okay, so what do we have here? No research, no spell selected. This is the practice of dark arts, individual communication with the dead by summoning their spirits. It can also embody the remains of recently deceased creatures, undead creatures, or all manners. It's usually frowned upon by the public. And my thing too with this, technically, expansion, DLC, whatever, you get a lot more of these tabs. Okay, to further my studies, experimentation will be required. Practical applications of my theories will certainly reveal knowledge craft for undead. Oh, let's go through the pages. Okay, I can remember. It's literally like someone's notebook. It's pretty neat, but it's also a little off-putting initially, but as I get used to it. Enchanted wisp. Wisps are eternal creatures of pure magic that can meld into after fire or fire sources. Wisps generally in games heal. So would that be good to have them to heal? So I feel maybe that. Turn metal, brittle and rusty, weakening into structures. Grow the arm of all units in target. Stack low into physical defense. Battle worn. Add 8 instant battle worn troops. Feel a warm embrace of the master's focus. Restore powers in the location. We go with this. Search a spell or secret from your grimoire. Simply select the research button below. That's what I'm doing. The process will take time based on your research, and many requires you to accomplish certain actions or spend ingredients. Oh, okay, that's pretty neat. So it's not just a straight up boom, research this, come back to 5 turns, boom, research, come back 6 turns, boom, come back, research 2 turns. Basically, you're going to have to perhaps have certain ingredients. So, oh, that melts me to go over there and fight goblins because I need goblin tongues instead of fighting the wolves back there because I want this spell. That's quite neat. So, right, this one just needs 16 points and I have 50. Well, I guess there isn't going to be enough, isn't there? To progress. 2 turns, okay. Got a spell correct. But I guess... that's how I would click that to use the spell if I needed. All units in target start lowering their physical defense. Okay, here's a question. Did you level... not level... heal at all during that? What are we up to time-wise? Oh god, 5 minutes, 5 to 7. We're going to probably have to cut this short. I would like to fight them. Okay, did you give me anything new up here quickly before we get going? Ooh! I'm going to get that started to study for my research per day. That's going to be good when that's done. You have no mana now. Inventory's fine. Hiring again, I can't up that yet. And that's my necromancy. Oh, this is new. We'll go through this very quick. This is your necromancy crypt. Here you can create and reanimate a variety of undead minions to flood the lands and do your bidding. Okay. Crafting works by investing ingredients that contain essence to reach a threshold. The essence are elemental, arcane, life, and death. A threshold is reached when you combine 3, 6, or 9 essence of the same elements. Okay. So I need like 3, 6, and 9s. Investing items. You can either drag an item onto it. Okay, it's basically how to move them. Okay, I'll just work quick. We're going to probably have to stop in the next few minutes. Craft your first recipe. First move a soul from your inventory into the soul slot. Do I have a soul? Lesser. Vampire Bowman. Here's a soul, okay. Lesser Vigorous Soul. Okay, so once a valid recipe is displayed, confirm the process with the crafting button at the bottom of the screen. Duration tells you how many turns, okay. Okay. Next, add items from your inventory containing death. Essence into the ingredient slots to negate life. Essence remaining in your recipe. Need to go. If I swap this for this. So that's for next one, see. Oh, okay. Oh, so I went for the other thingy that it would have life instead. I got you, okay. So let's see if that will work. This will not. Okay, so this is what the things are, so I need death things. I don't know if I have death things. Bowman. Bloodthirsty. Ooh, vampire. Okay. I have one. Oh, so this is experiment we're using this one. Okay, I don't have enough, do I, to do it yet then. Unless I can do this. Oh, okay, so that's an elemental thing. That's a thingy, so it's unknown now. If I had more, I guess. So I guess we do need to fight. But yeah, that's pretty neat. That looks like it's going to be a good system once we get into it more. I just don't have the things right now. Okay, so with that being said, next page updated. Field studies experiment will be required to practical. Okay. Crypt built. Oh, that's how I've got access to that, so I need to build get some more. So with that being said then, unfortunately, 1 hour, 21 minutes. I want to get more into this, but I don't have time. It's literally 2 minutes to 7 and I've got to get ready and go and pick Mum up from the airport. So on the channel, it'll be a little week before I play anything again. I'm expecting the Friday she leaves. I'll be back on this for part 2. If I get it done in time. Obviously this episode should be up tomorrow. For Saturday, if I get it done in time, I'll have this part 2 up that Saturday. If I don't, I'll have another take a look at, and then part 2 probably the following week or whatever. And like I said, if this is good, and I'm liking it so far, I'm thinking part 2, 3, 4, and hopefully I'll have a longer episode next time for you. Anyway, I've been IVATOPIA, you've been awesome, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Have a great one today. And again, check it out, it's on Steam, it's on the Humble Bundle, I think Green Man Gaming's got it, etc. It's roughly $29.99. It's the first week it's out, there's a 20% discount on it on Steam. I believe Humble Bundle and Green Man, depending where you are with them two stores. What I mean by that is you get a 20% discount added if you are like a monthly chosen subscriber for Humble Month, for example. If you have the highest XP for buying games through Green Man, they've actually got, I think, 36% off this game on both of them. Even though I do get charged tax on Humble Bundle, what actually brings it higher than the roughly $19.99 give or take. But you don't get tax on the Green Man. At least I didn't, because I actually got this from Green Man because it was the cheapest out of all three. But that being said, I had to cut away very quickly then. My alarm went off to say, 7 o'clock, get ready. So anyway, that being said, hope you like this, and hopefully next week you'll see more, or if not, the following week at least. Like and subscribe, that good stuff. Again, if you really like the game, check it out on Steam or the other two places, like I said. Again, first week, minimum 20% off you get from Steam. A bit more depending where you are with them other two sites. Humble Bundle and Green Man, etc. Gaming. Anyway, like, subscribe. I'm enjoying this so far. I feel it's going to really open up soon. So, hope you enjoyed. Oh, I better save before I get ahead, and shouldn't I? We'll have nothing to come back to. Go over that one. Save! See you next time, everyone. Bye!